Inside the AI galaxy, Mr. X-2 begins his journey into the ADDIE model. Dear viewers, you may be wondering what the ADDIE model really is. Simply put, it is a clear and powerful framework used to design effective learning and training experiences. ADDIE stands for Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation, and it provides a clear structure for turning ideas into meaningful learning step by step. A new and thoughtful question begins to awaken the AI galaxy. Once again, Mr. X-2 found himself stuck. There was a topic he wanted to understand deeply, but the path was unclear. The more he searched, the more confused he felt. He paused, took a breath, and thought quietly, why not call the AI galaxy again? This time, he did not hesitate. He sent a message into the unknown, asking for guidance. Moments later, the AI galaxy began to awaken. The call is heard and gently answered. At the center of the galaxy stood Mr. ChatGPT, the leader. Beside him, Gemini from Google and Copilot from Microsoft turned their attention at once. The message from Mr. X-2 had been received. This is not noise, Mr. ChatGPT said calmly. This is a learner seeking structure. AI layers were deployed. Light transformed into motion, and once again Mr. X-2 was brought into the AI galaxy. In quiet thought, the question slowly begins to take shape. Mr. X-2 looked around, slightly overwhelmed. I want to build learning that actually works, he said. But where do I even begin? Mr. ChatGPT nodded gently. Every meaningful learning journey follows a pattern, he replied. Today, we will gently introduce the ADDIE model. Analysis understanding comes before teaching. Gemini stepped forward first. Before teaching anything, he explained, you must understand who the learners are. The galaxy shifted, showing images of learners with different backgrounds, skills, and needs. Analysis, Gemini said, is about listening before speaking. It asks what learners already know, what they need to learn, and what limits exist, such as time, tools, or resources. Mr. X-2 realized something important. Teaching without analysis is guessing, and guessing creates confusion. Design, planning the learning journey, where learning takes shape. Now Copilot moved closer. Once you understand the learners, he said, you design the journey. The galaxy transformed into structured pathways. Objectives appeared, lessons aligned, and activities and assessments took shape. Design, Copilot explained, is the blueprint. It decides how learning flows, how ideas connect, and how understanding will be measured. Without design, even good content feels scattered. Mr. X-2 nodded slowly. This is where clarity begins, he said softly. When the mind is calm, understanding appears. Development, turning ideas into reality, Mr. ChatGPT spoke again. Design is planning, he said. Development is building. The galaxy filled with videos, texts, visuals, and activities forming piece by piece. Content was written, media was created, and assessments were tested. Development, he explained, is where ideas become real learning materials. It requires patience, teamwork, and constant checking for quality. Rushed development creates weak foundations. Mr. X2 watched carefully and thought, this is where effort becomes visible. Implementation, putting learning into practice. Suddenly, the galaxy opened outward. Learners appeared, engaging with the materials. Copilot explained that implementation is delivery. This is where learners and instructors interact with the course. Questions arise. Technical issues appear and emotions surface, such as curiosity, resistance, and motivation. Implementation is not just launching content. It is guiding learners, supporting them, and observing how learning actually happens. Mr. X2 understood now. A course is not finished when it is released. It begins there. Evaluation. Reflecting on what we have learned, finally, the galaxy grew quiet. Data streams slowed into clear insights. Gemini spoke softly. Now we evaluate. Evaluation, he explained, asks whether learning truly worked. It measures understanding, performance, satisfaction, and growth. Some evaluation happens during the journey and some at the end. Both matter. Evaluation is not judgment. It is reflection. Mr. X2 smiled and said, so learning improves by listening to itself. The understanding slowly settles in. Mr. ChatGPT concluded calmly. The ADDIE model is not rigid, he said. It is structured but flexible. Designers can move forward, step back, and improve at any stage. That is why the model has lasted for decades. From its origins in military training to modern education, it remains trusted. Mr. X2 felt something shift inside him. This was not just a model, it was a way of thinking. The return begins quietly and gently. The AI galaxy began to dim, not as an ending, but as a pause. Mr. X2 was gently returned to his world. This time, he was not confused. He had a framework, a path, and a structure. And the question that once troubled him now felt possible. If this AI galaxy way of teaching the ADDIE model felt clear and engaging, let us know how it felt to you in the comments. Share your thoughts. Tell us which topic you would like to explore next. And if this style helped you understand better, please like the video, share it with others. Subscribe to the channel, and Dan T, forget to press the bell icon so you Dan T miss what comes next.